Everyone, switch on your video. So whenever any germs enter our body, so there are WBC soldiers are there in our body, which build up the immune system. That is, WBCs are present. Different types of WBCs are present. So those WBCs produce some particular type of protein, and that protein works on those germs and decompose it. Just like all the microorganisms are working outside the body, microorganisms are decomposing the substance into a simpler one. In our body, WBCs are doing the same function. So they are producing a protein, and that protein is working on the germs. Germ is a simple small complex organism. So these are chemical reaction with that germs taken place, and that germ is killed, decomposed. So this is happening every time. But what happens if the WBCs, our immune system is good for fighting with all the types of germs, then we will be disease free. So that germs will not act in our body and will not harm us. Okay. For that purpose, the what is happening regularly when the germs enter the normal condition, germs enter our body, then WBC starts hit and trial method because they don't know which kind of a protein has to be secreted. Now they start hit and trial method. So one type of a protein they will secrete and then check whether the germs will killed or not. Then that will not be killed. Then they will produce a different type of a protein, and then they will check whether it will be killed or not. So this way, again hit and trial method, the formation of a particular protein is going on until or unless they succeed. So actually what happened in this duration, this is a naturally happening in our body. So therefore we will be immune to certain diseases naturally because WBCs immediately works on those germs and kill them. So WBCs are not giving much time for that germ to start reproducing in our body and start harming our body. But what happened in that hit and trial method, there are many times what happened, it will take long time. WBCs are not able to exactly form the protein which may kill that germ. It will take some time. Until that time, the germs start replicating, multiplying, and starts harming us. So they will start harming us. So that at that time we will get the disease, a particular disease. A cold is there. So everyone cold, any person has a cold in your class. It's not happen that is everyone in your class get cold. So two students are sitting beside the person who has a student who has a cold. Immediately, both of the students sitting beside that person will not catch cold immediately. Someone will catch, someone won't catch. Why? Because in someone's body, that immune system is not working properly. WBCs are not much stronger to produce a particular type of protein. But in another body, another person, another student, the WBCs are immediately producing a particular type of protein and kill those germs. So that germs are not harming that particular student, and that student will not catch cold. So this is happening naturally. So naturally, for most of the diseases, we are immune, but there are some deadly diseases. So this is a natural immunization process. Immunization, that is our body, WBCs of the body produce protein. So that protein we call as antibodies. The organisms, microorganisms which enter our body and harms us. So those microorganisms we call as pathogens. Disease causing microbes we call as pathogens. Okay, and the protein secreted by WBCs to kill pathogens are called antibodies. So antibodies starts working on the pathogens and kills them. kill them. So they immediately engulf these pathogens. That means they directly react immediately with those pathogens and generally kills them. So this is happening naturally for most of the diseases. But this process sometimes takes more time, and maybe that will be a serious case can occur if the WBCs are not able to form a particular type of antibody to kill that pathogen. In that meanwhile time, the pathogen starts multiplying, and due to more number of pathogens, they start killing our immune system. That is the WBCs, RBCs, or they start, those organisms, microorganisms start harming our body parts, body cells. So it will be, and sometimes this condition will become dangerous. The person may die also by that disease. On the disease is a serious disease, might be sometimes. So why to wait for the WBCs to start producing antibodies and kill the microorganisms? What we are doing is we are doing a drill practice. Just like every function you are celebrating in your school, you will do one practice session. Always you perform one practice session. The drills, in case of Republic Day, the drill will be performed first. So the as it is function, it is not an actual function, but you are trying to celebrate the same way. So that is, you will get the idea how the structure will take place day after, means after the actual day, how the takes place, how the same program will take place. You will do one practice session first. Okay. So the same way, what we are trying to do is, scientists have created some medicines which we call as vaccines. So these vaccines actually consist of the same microorganism which cause that particular disease. Suppose we are taking the vaccine of, suppose call it as polio vaccine. So oral drops it is. So what is present in that oral drop is actually the virus which causes the polio. It's actually what we are intaking. So that intaking medicine has the same organism, virus, which cause polio, but in the dead or weakened stage. So that means that microorganism, that virus is a dead or it is weakened. So that means it will not harm the body. So we are inserting this, doctors insert the same microorganism, same virus or a bacteria or anything that causes that particular disease in our body. Due to which what happened, the invaders, which you call pathogens, which enter the body, they can't harm us because they are weakened. By chemical process, they already weakened in the laboratory and then it is entered our body. So what is happening? The WBCs don't know that. That's whatever the virus came, it is not acting. It is not. It is a fool. We are making a fool to the WBC. So WBC immediately becomes alert, and then they start producing a antibody. A particular type of antibodies are start forming by it and start killing those microorganisms. So right now here what happened? Those microorganisms are not harming our body because those are dead microorganisms. But to protect our body, immune system is ready, trying to prepare the body. So by preparing particular antibody to kill that. So it will actually kill. It is already killed. It will actually kill again also. So what happens due to that? Now the WBCs will remember. So this type of pathogen comes in the body. Which type of a protein I need to secrete? So then what happens after, when the particular the living microorganisms enters our body, immediately WBCs get to know that is okay, this is the microorganisms I worked already and this antibody will work against it. So without wasting time, immediately that WBC starts secreting a particular antibody which kills those microorganisms, living microorganisms immediately. So it is not giving time for that pathogen to harm our body. Before getting time to harm our body, WBC has immediately killed it. It is the same structure as this one, your mock test in the class and the school. So here you are writing the test. Questions are similar to that of your school exam paper. So when you are writing here, it is, you know, that is, this is not important. You're not taking it seriously because these marks are not counted anywhere. But how these tests are helping you, the tuition tests, how these are helping you?
Ma'am,
How
to
these
get
tests?
better in the other
To
exam.
revise the portion,
And
We can understand easily.
to
to
prepare
understand
us for
easily,
the next exam.
to prepare us. Now what happened here, you have got to know the question, and now after that revision you got to know, okay, this is the particular answer of this question. You understood? You have, suppose you have done mistake right now. When you are writing any exam, you done some mistake, and after we recheck, we when we correct it, at that time you realize your mistake. What will happen by that? You realize it, it will remain in your mind. Okay, this was the question, this was the mistake I have done, or I have done this right question. So you immediately question, and what exactly answer of that, you remember it. Now the same question will be there in your school exam. The same question came in your school exam. What will happen?
Remember it even
We
better.
remember the answer.
Immediately, without wasting time, you start writing the answer. So you will not wait. That is, you are not supposed to think anything because you already know the question and its answer, how to be written, and you know your mistake also. So you will check that mistake and write it properly without wasting time. You write that same answer. Is right? So
Yes,
what
ma'am.
happened due to these tests, although these marks are not counted in your exam, but we are throwing you questions, so that is, you will get to know the type of a questions and what exactly answer has to be written for that questions. And if the same question now falls in your school exam, it comes in your school exam, immediately without wasting time, you write the answer, and you will gain marks for that, right? So the same thing happened in case of vaccines. So vaccines are inserted. Vaccines are mock tests. Whatever you are writing in the class exam, tuition test. So vaccines are dead. So they are not harming the body. These marks, you although score less marks, these are not harming you. These are actually making you alert in the main exam. The same thing, vaccines are dead microorganisms entered the body. WBCs, unknowingly WBCs starts forming the antibodies and kills them. But WBCs remember the same thing. WBCs will remember it. That is, WBC will remember what they will remember. That is, which type of a protein I need to secrete when this kind of a antibody, a type of antigen, that is a pathogen, enters the body. Now that time work is fulfilled, and those antibodies sometimes remain in the body throughout the life. So these antibodies secreted in our blood will remain in our body throughout the life. So whenever any actual microorganisms, living microorganism, enter the body to harm us, immediately already antibodies are present in our body. It will start working on that microorganism and kills them immediately without wasting time. So this is what we call as vaccination process. This is what is the function of vaccination, vaccines. Is that clear? What do you mean by vaccine and what is vaccination? Naturally, our body immunizes. Natural immunization, there are two types of immunization. That is, one is natural immunization and the second one is artificial immunization. Natural immunization, that means we are actually uh, immune to many of the diseases. So every time, every disease we will not caught up. So we will not get fall sick for the most of the diseases. That is because our body already has formed antibodies and they start killing immediately to those. But there are some deadly microorganisms which can harm us. A serious harm will be there. So for that purpose, we have to take the vaccines from the childhood time itself. Because childhood time is the main time when the antibodies are less in our body and causes more severe diseases. So therefore, in the till the age of 5 to 10 years of age, every child is given vaccine to prevent some uncertain deadly diseases. So most of the you have seen your siblings were there, or whether you remember for yourself, you have seen that is every 6 monthly in the first year it is monthly, the vaccination has to be given. then 6 monthly, then yearly, and then after 5 years once. Till 10 years of age, vaccine has to be given. And there are some microbes, there are some diseases which, just like a corona, it is coming. Like that, many diseases are occurring again and again newly. So that time, every people should be get vaccinated. So right now also we are waiting for the vaccine of coronavirus. So they are preparing. Still, it is not done properly. Means that testing has to be done. Don't know when it will come. After that, only your school will start. When the vaccines will come into it. So vaccines. That is, vaccines are actually artificial immunization. It is a process of artificial immunization. We are making our body immune artificially by inserting dead microorganisms. Are you able to understand this vaccination process?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Everyone understood what is vaccination?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
can you tell the names for the diseases for which the vaccines are taken or given to the child? Yes.
Polio,
Polio, yes.
Tuberculosis,
Tuberculosis, right?
pneumonia,
measles and rubella,
Measles, rubella, pneumonia, chickenpox, hepatitis B,
And for flu,
flu, yes, right. Flu vaccines, yes, flu vaccines are there. Influenza,
dengue,
dengue vaccines are still not there. We are not immune to a vaccination. So viral diseases vaccines are much more difficult as compared to any other. Okay. So write down this. This is all about the vaccines. Is the vaccination clear, everyone? Or any problem still is there? Anyone still didn't understood?
Ma'am, should we write harmful microorganisms?
No, first done this one.
Yes, ma'am.
Everyone completed?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Completed, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Now next is, this is all about the uh, friendly microorganisms. They are helping us in preparation of food. They are helping us in cleaning the environment as well as increasing the soil fertility. Next, they are helping us in medicinal field by using by preparing antibiotics, which keeps away from microorganisms, diseases, infections due to microorganisms. Even we can produce a vaccines, the medicines which help us for preventing diseases. So vaccines are used as a preventive measures. So prevention is there. So we are not allowing the disease. The person will not get caught in any disease. Okay, so that is the vaccine. So these are all how friendly nature of the microorganisms. Now next is, there are harmful microorganisms also. They're not always all the microorganisms are good. They are bad also. Some of them are harmful. So what are those? So those generally, most of the microorganisms uh, cause disease to the humans, to the other animals, as well as plants. So due to which the person get infected with those microorganisms, caught disease, which may be harmful, which have a much more effect on the body. Sometimes it is a less effect, sometimes it is a more effect on the body. So sometimes the person may die as well. Microorganisms may die as due to microorganisms, the plants completely die. It will become yellowing of the leaves will take place. The full plant is eaten up by the microorganisms. That also can happen. So there are many different effects of these microorganisms can be seen. So one by one we have to see in humans or in animals, the disease which gets spread from one infected person to another healthy person. That type of a disease we call as communicable disease, and mostly the diseases which are caused due to microorganisms are communicable diseases. Communicable, that gets communicated from one person to another person. Right now, a good example, corona, it is get spread from one infected person to another healthy person. If one healthy person comes in contact with a person who has that particular disease, microorganisms in his body, so immediately by any physical contact, handshaking, staying nearby, using any physical activities has been done together, this gets spread. The microorganisms, immediately a person, healthy person comes in contact with the unhealthy, this infected person, immediately the healthy person will enter, the microorganisms enters that healthy person and start spreading in the person. So that type of diseases which are spread due to communication with a healthy person, with infected person, are called as communicable diseases. Or the diseases which are caused due to microorganisms are called as infectious diseases. These are infected, so these are infectious diseases. And the mostly all infectious diseases are spread. They can spread, they are communicable. So those diseases we call as communicable diseases. So examples of communicable diseases:
Common cold.
common cold, yes.
Coronavirus.
Coronavirus, disease COVID. COVID-19 is a virus name, corona is a disease name. And dengue gets spread through mosquitoes. Malaria,
Malaria.
yes, malaria, dengue, chikungunya, chickenpox,
Flu.
measles, flu,
Chickenpox.
yes, chickenpox,
Typhoid.
measles, typhoid, cholera, jaundice,
Ebola.
Ebola, H1N1 flu, the swine flu,
Ma'am, Zika virus.
Zika virus, okay. So all these, this one, AIDS is also there. Simple common cold, cough are also spread. They can spread, they are communicable because they also, when any person coughs, so these viruses enter the air and the person nearby inhale that air that viruses enter his body and causes cough, cold, with start flu also, that can cause flu also. Dengue virus is gets spread through the carrier, which actually a mosquito. It gets spread through a mosquito.
Ma'am, how are these viruses created?
They are not created; they are present.
Yes,
They
ma'am.
are
How do they
present.
come?
How they will? Yes, how they will? Couldn't get your question.
No, ma'am. Like from where did it start?
It's actually present in the environment itself, just like we are present. Like that, viruses are also present. Only thing, their sources may have changed. Maybe they are present at that places which is away from the human touch. Now due to the some places, now most of the places on this earth is not humans don't enter that places. So maybe though those are present that side, maybe due to some different changes the human has gone, he caught into that. Any, it enters first any animal body, then through that animal it enters the human body. So that gets spreading only is possible. We are not creating it, no one is creating it. It's only by the many researches they are coming out. We are able to get to know by different researches has been done. So maybe they are present in the animal body. So when the humans come in contact those animal bodies, they get that enters the humans, and from the human to human, human to human, it will get spread. Just like AIDS was there. I have not heard the word AIDS till my 12th. It was not there. 12th or I think I was doing my engineering first year. That time I first heard the AIDS about the AIDS. Till that time, it was not prevalent. In 1909 something, it started spreading. So that came from the African jungle, forest areas. So the person, this will get spread due to the, I think so it was considered, we don't know exactly, it's considered from the animal, it is again enter the humans. And when it enters, it will start spreading in the humans. So it's like Ebola also the same thing happened. It entered from the South African forest regions. From the animals it is transferred. Even corona is also considered that is it is transferred from the animal. So they were on in the bat, they were doing some researches, and that bat has that virus. So immediately the people who are doing that research, the researchers, it enters the researcher body, and then from that it will start spreading from one person to other person. So they are present. Only thing, they are not entering our body till we are in contact with those viruses. So there are millions of viruses are present on this earth. We are immune to more than 200, 300. We are immune now. They are not that much. There are millions of them present up there. So out of that, few are again coming newly, as they have started coming newly to us. So no one is creating virus. They are present. Just like bacteria are present on this earth, algae are present on this earth, humans are present on the earth, the same way there is an existence of these viruses as well. Is that clear? So like this communicable diseases you have seen which get spread from the person to person, infected person to a healthy person. Infectious diseases, diseases which are caused due to attack of microorganisms. Microorganisms enter, they start living in the host cell, that is our cell, and start multiplying. And in that multiplication, they start harming our body. So those we call as infectious diseases. Pathogen, the microorganisms which cause harm, disease to our body are called as pathogens. Examples of pathogens, how they get spread, what is the mode of spread, all those we have to speak further. You have to remember what are bacterial diseases, what are viral diseases, what are diseases caused due to algae, fungus, that you have to learn further. So one by one, we will check out. First, write down this.
Harmful microorganisms.
Yes, harmful microorganisms. Definitions. Next, this is a table, human diseases, what through which that disease is caused, that is bacteria, virus, fungus, that is there. Mode of transmission, that is how it gets spread, and what are the general preventive measures for that particular disease. So here one by one we have to check out. So tuberculosis, TB, is caused due to a bacteria. Now, mode of transmission is air. So through air. So it is an airborne disease. Airborne disease, that means these microorganisms are present in the air. They survive in the air. And then from the air, it enters the nasal cavity of our body. So tuberculosis is due to the bacteria. It is entered the body through air. When we inhale that infected air, it will enter our body. Even these are all airborne diseases. The measles, chickenpox, these are caused due to viruses. Even polio is also caused due to virus. These enter through air or sometimes through water also. Polio can enter through water, infected water, as well as the chickenpox can through contact. A person which has a chickenpox and healthy person comes in contact with that person, then the disease gets spread to the person. So this way, these are airborne diseases. These are the examples of airborne diseases. In this one, what preventive measures we have to take? The patient should be kept in complete isolation. We have to separate it. Even in this one, corona, you can write it down. It is due to the virus, COVID-19. It spread, right now it is not spreading through air, but in after some months, it may start spreading through air as well. Right now, it is only with the physical contact. With a infected person, it is entering. But in some days, it might become airborne also. That means if we inhale, the air virus will enter our body. Then lockdown.
Ma'am, in the news it came that it became an airborne disease.
Now it started becoming, not still. In India, that has not still started. Other places it is started. Now what we have to do, preventive measures, what we have to take so that this disease should not get spread. That is the first thing. The person who has this disease has to be completely isolated. In a one particular room, he has to be kept. His all things have to be separated from the person, healthy person. The personal belongings of the patient should be kept away from those of others. So it will not get spread. It may spread through physical belongings, that is the clothes or his things, what he is using. And the third one is vaccination should be done at suitable ages. For this, vaccinations are already present. So vaccination should be given. So that is a person will not get that particular disease. Now next is the waterborne disease. Water or through food, these diseases get spread. That is cholera and typhoid. Cholera and typhoid, they are spread through infected water. And these are caused in that water. Infected water means the water carrying these bacteria. If we drink infected water, anywhere place we are drinking it, that may enter. And we will get the disease. In that, the very common symptoms is the diarrhea, the loose motions. So in that, what preventive measures has to be taken? That is maintain physical hygiene and good sanitary habits. That means drinking here and there water, please stop. Carry your own bottle. Don't drink any other's water. Anywhere when you're going outside, street side food, keep less street side food, because the water they are using, we don't know from where they're taking that water. That water may be infected. Eat properly cooked food. Drink clean and boiled drinking water. And vaccination is another example, another method. So it is vaccination is the ultimate solution for all these diseases. Next one is hepatitis B. Hepatitis B is also caused due to virus. Even hepatitis A is also caused due to virus. But nowadays, all generations are immune from hepatitis A, because in our body now plenty of antibodies which kills hepatitis A is present now. Therefore, we are not supposed to take any vaccinations. In our time, we have taken the vaccines. Nowadays, you people have not taken the vaccines now, because it is sure shot, the antibodies are already present in our body, so they are more immune. we are all immune to that hepatitis A. So we are not taking hepatitis A vaccines nowadays. Hepatitis B, we have to take it. Hepa B, we call it as Hepa B. Hepatitis B, it's caused due to virus, and it is a spread through infected water. So therefore, for that, we have to take precaution, that is drink clean and boiled drinking water, and vaccination. Malaria, dengue, these are all caused due to carriers. Carriers, that is the organisms
Insects.
which carries these infected organism infections. That is, a microorganisms is carried by some some insects. So those are called as carriers. So mosquito, and well-known carrier is also one more well-known carrier is there. That is a very well-known carrier of the diseases other than mosquito.
Bat.
No.
Ma'am, flies. Housefly.
Houseflies. Houseflies is a very good example of these carriers. So the housefly actually sits to a very different place, infected place. Anywhere it is sitting, it is breeding maybe in the dirty water where these microorganisms are present. So when it comes out of that, in its body, those microorganisms has been stuck. So when it sits to the food, if it is not closed, the closed food is not present, street side food, when it is open street side food was there, then these flies will sit on that, and that food, if the person eats, immediately those microorganisms enter the person body. Okay, so that is that way these carriers spread the particular disease. So malaria is caused due to protozoa, but is actually carried by mosquito. So when mosquito, name of the mosquito is? What is the name of this mosquito?
Female Anopheles mosquitoes.
Female Anopheles mosquito, right? Female Anopheles mosquito carries protozoa, because protozoa can survive in the saliva of that mosquito. And from that, it infects. Generally, all female mosquitoes only insects us, means it bites us. Male won't bite. Female ones only bite, because female has to lay eggs, and for that it needs a protein, and that the female mosquitoes get protein from our blood. So therefore they are biting, they bites us. But the male, no need extra protein, they don't need, so they uh, survive on sucking the flower nectars. So they won't bite us, only female bites us, female mosquito bites us. And another one is the dengue. Dengue is also caused due to virus, and that virus can survive in the mosquito. Mosquito name is female Aedes. Female Anopheles and female Aedes mosquito. This is Anopheles, and this is Aedes. Female Aedes mosquito. So it is when it bites us, it bites us, then we will get the dengue fever. The dengue fever is the fever, very high fever with joint pains is a symptom of that dengue virus disease, dengue disease. For that thing, what we have to take the precautions? Do not allow the breeding ground of these mosquitoes. We have to stop. So for that, the stagnant, these are actually these reproduce or lay eggs in the stagnant water. So wherever there is a rainwater, whenever it is remained stagnant in any of the places for longer duration, that has to be cleaned and chlorinated. Disinfectant has to be sprayed at that areas. So we are not supposed to allow the breeding of these mosquitoes, otherwise these will spread the disease. Therefore what we have to do is, we are not supposed to allow the water to collect in surroundings. Do not allow water to collect in surroundings to prevent the breeding of mosquitoes, because these mosquitoes lay eggs in the stagnant water. So we should not keep anywhere the water, stagnant water, for longer duration. Spray insecticides in homes to kill mosquitoes. Put fine wire mesh on doors and windows to prevent mosquitoes from entering into house. Use mosquito nets over beds for sleeping and use mosquito repellent cream and devices. So these are
Ma'am, is it because like in swimming pools also chlorine is added so that there's no breeding of mosquitoes?
yes, it is for that reason only. And whatever the stagnant water, many other microorganisms also can survive, start breeding into it. So to kill those microorganisms, we are adding chlorine because chlorine is a good disinfectant. Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
so write down this part then. This table, make a table and write down property.
Ma'am, we have class right after this.
Yes, you have.
Ma'am, done.
Completed?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So one more part, that is food poisoning. That part is left out. Then this chapter is done. Okay, so read the chapter.
Ma'am, did you correct the first test paper?
Yes, I have. No, I have not corrected. I will correct and give you today.
Okay, ma'am.
Completed? Others?